Hey there. Welcome to CyberPulse by Quantum Shield, the podcast where we make cybersecurity less intimidating and a lot more exciting. Every episode, we're diving into the latest digital drama, from sneaky hackers to the coolest defense strategies, all while sharing tips you can actually use. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's navigate this crazy digital world together.
Ever get this feeling? Like the internet's changing faster than we can keep up.
It can feel that way, absolutely.
Today, we're diving into one of those big changes, AI and cybersecurity.
Yeah.
We've got some fascinating research here about how it's transforming online security.
Right.
And don't worry, we'll unpack all of it in a way that shows you exactly why this matters to you.
And what's really captivating about this is, it's not just about like bits and bytes. We're talking about the very nature of trust in the digital age and the potential consequences, intended or not, of, giving AI more control over security.
Okay, so let's break down exactly what that means. I think a lot of us hear AI and we picture, I don't know, some Hollywood hacker movie, right?
Right.
What's the reality of AI in cybersecurity today?
So think of it this way. Imagine a system that's constantly learning, adapting, and looking out for your online safety, right? That's the promise of AI.
Yeah.
For example, through machine learning, it can analyze these huge, massive amounts of data, like network traffic, website activity, you name it.
Right.
To detect patterns and identify potential threats before they even happen. It's like having a superpowered detective working behind the scenes.
So instead of waiting for an attack to happen, it's more about proactively preventing it.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's say malware is spreading through a network, right?
Right.
AI can detect its unique signature and isolate those infected systems before it even has a chance to cause, real damage.
Yeah.
This speed and proactive approach is something that traditional security methods just can't match.
That's huge, especially when you think about things like large-scale data breaches or attacks on critical infrastructure. But you mentioned machine learning. Can you give us a quick breakdown of how that actually works?
Sure. In the simplest terms, machine learning allows computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
Okay.
So instead of telling an AI system, this is what malware looks like, we feed it massive amounts of data about both malicious and benign activity.
Interesting.
And over time, the AI learns to recognize those subtle patterns and anomalies that indicate a threat.
So it's constantly evolving and getting smarter based on the data it's processing.
Exactly. And this allows AI to be incredibly effective in identifying threats that might otherwise slip through the cracks.
That's fascinating. But I have to ask, this all relies on data, right? What kind of data are we talking about? Does that raise any concerns about our privacy?
Yeah, that's a crucial question. AI systems need vast amounts of data to learn effectively. And this can include things like browsing history, online purchases, even your physical location data. And this raises important questions about how this data is collected, stored, and used.
Right, because there's a big difference between using data to protect people and using it in ways they haven't agreed to.
Precisely. And that's why transparency and ethical considerations are absolutely paramount in this field. We need to ensure that these systems are designed and implemented in a way that respects user privacy and doesn't cross any lines.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but also about how we use it responsibly.
Exactly. And that's a conversation that needs to happen at all levels, from the developers creating these systems to policymakers and the general public.
I think that's a great note to end on. The future of AI and cybersecurity, it's full of potential, but it also comes with a responsibility to use this technology ethically and transparently. Thanks for walking us through this complex landscape. It's been really eye-opening.
It's my pleasure. It's definitely a topic that deserves our attention and our careful consideration as we move forward.
Couldn't agree more. And listeners, if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, we'll have some additional resources in the show notes. Stay safe out there.
Thanks for hanging out with us on CyberPulse. Remember, cybersecurity doesn't have to be scary. It's all about staying sharp and a little bit savvy. Keep learning, stay curious, and don't let those cyber gremlins get you down. Catch you next time, and until then, stay safe, stay smart, and keep crushing it online.